Oh, hi. You can't see shit. You can kind of see my thumb. So I'm outside my games room, and I just wanted to. I don't know. Did a whole bunch of work this weekend. The long weekend, kind of. We had. Well, we had Tuesday off, and I had some people down who love me enough to help me rearrange my shit and did a lot of work for me. So I want to show you. How's that for an intro? Probably crap, but anyway. So if you'd seen my last games room update, probably weird how much how much room it is here. But well, let's start from. We'll just go from the beginning, I guess. So I don't know if this was here last time, but basically this is all so like loot crate size bullshit. So Call of Duty, Halo, the Resident Evil ones. Ignore the fact that the shelf looks like it's going to break. Ivan, I told you so ready from Reaper, and I'm gonna never get it because that will never break. All my consoles, or at least one of each, I think for the most part, they're not really organized. They're kind of grouped together, but not really. CRT, which is unfortunately on the way out. CRT still scared the shit out of me, so I don't know if I'm going to actually repair it or not, but we'll see. This little bugger is a DVD recorder that does, it does, oh god, very precariously sitting there, it does RGB SCART input and RGB SCART output, which makes sense, but it also does converting to component, which is this TV's component. So it's basically a really shit retro tank, I guess, without the upscaling. Oh, I guess it does do upscaling, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, crappy LCD TV that I got for free. That all rhymed. That was awful. Just for stuff like the PS3 and stuff. Like, I don't think I'd put anything newer than an Xbox on it. Like, even with like RGB and HDMI mods, I don't. Not too interested in that, especially with this TV. There's a lot of lag on it, so that's a no. These are all like stuff with controllers or extra accessories in the box, like Buzz, Monster Hunter's got a thing. We Speak. That's got a PS2 modem. I'm looking outside, looking not at the camera. So yeah, Auto Modelist has got a PS2 modem. Fucking weird. Some more controllers. Your Toys to Life games, Guitar Hero stuff. Then a wall of 360s, which I think I have more. I don't know, it doesn't look like enough, but probably is. Xbox stuff again, because I'm the Xbox guy. I kind of like that. More Xbox. Those two don't fit on the same shelf together. Like, this only just fits, and because these shelves do have a bit of a curve to them. These are all temporary shelves. I had all this wood left over from a. Well, I basically divided a room when I lived with my mum, and I had like 7 panels of 2.4 by 1.2 meter chipboard. So I've literally just used that. I didn't buy any of this wood new, I don't think, except for a couple of pine 2x4s for these. So I was able to do this on the cheap, which is good because interest rate rises and no money. Great. Which is why I haven't been doing a lot of updates and stuff, because I genuinely I don't have A, the time, and B, the money to actually buy anything, which sucks, but this is my house, so I guess it's worth it. I will stop going on about that. PlayStation shelves, some Nintendo stuff. Let's move this fucking chair out of the way. Just weird consoles, so it's actually a really good shelf. Oh, no, maybe not. Neo Geo City sucked, kind of. Jaguar sucked. TurboGrafx is good. My Neo Geo X Gold that bricked itself and then I broke it trying to fix it. Go me. Sega and that kind of generation. Big controllers. My wall of 360 controllers, which Reaper and another friend of mine, when he came over and helped me, that's Gizmo, bought me this the other day, and I was very, very appreciative. And this is one of the prettiest 360 controllers I've got. I love it. This PlayStation Mises. There's a Nintendo scope behind there, apparently. I didn't pack this shelf, so... some more Xbox stuff, some more bigger console boxes. Those are just going to be full of controllers, but at the moment you can kind of see there's a couple. These are all my boxed handhelds and some, cases and stuff like Vita, DS. That's my Zelda 3DS in there. My N-Gage, because everyone loves an N-Gage. There's my other Zelda 3DS. 3DS, DS, 3DS, DS, 3DS, 3DS. Game Boys, DS, 3DS. PSPs, N-Gage, PS Vita, Neo Geo Pockets, which is the best portable controller ever created. Or best controller for a portable ever created, anyway. This shelf's still the same. PC down the bottom, which I got to move, which I'll show you in a sec why. Some Neo Geo AES carts and some... Oh, I've got my... Okay, I got my collection split. I have to fix that. I'll be moving all those carts, the arcade carts, even though it's next to the arcade machine, but I would want to put it in this shelf here. So, PC, Sega, all the way up. With the Sega stuff will probably stay there. Some Astro City. That was the first arcade machine I got. Love it to bits. Just an absolute fantastic machine. Just the perfect size if you have stools, which, I mean, I will eventually. CPS 2 stuff, CPS 1 stuff, random arcade boards, other bullshit on top, and this is where the fun comes in. So, my Xbox original and my PS2 kiosk are in the shed. There just wasn't enough room in here to have it like long term, which is disappointing. But I mean, what can you do? I guess my point blank machine, which needs a service, the guns aren't working anymore, which is kind of a problem. I think it's something to do with the screen, which I have to service as well. So on the plus side, I found my degaussing one, so that's something. Steel Battalions, which I played, and it's not good, which is unfair for me because I paid a lot of money for it. Well, I wanted it a lot, and someone bought it for me, so I guess it's okay. This is the pile of shit that's been like laying on the floor around here for 6 months. The best thing about this, if I'm in my thing here and I'm streaming, which I will be doing at some point, the camera won't show the backs of any cabinets anymore. It'll only be the fronts. And what you'll see front and center is my 360 collection, which is that's nearly full. Excuse me, not the collection, but the shelf at least. Some unboxed consoles, Nintendo shit. That's all of my Nintendo games. These are triple stacked. These are triple stacked. There's some SNES behind it, I think. And those are double stacked. Look, I don't know. There's a lot. I've got some random Neo Geo shit here, which I've got to move over because all the rest of the Neo Geo stuff's over here, and there's plenty of room now, so I should probably move it. Some handheld stuff, which I got to fix up. Sorry, 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. There's like a couple of hundred. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. 22 times 6, like 140, 132, whatever. There's a shit ton of games there. Yeah. So what have we got up here? We got a bunch of random like stuff that I got with games, like a Mario hat and GT6 head, and you know, other crap no one gives a shit about. They can stay up there. This is my like display shelf that I've got some cool stuff in. But I mean, I probably need to fill it out a little bit more. Resident Evil 7, Boyfriend Dungeon, still in a freaking amazing game. This is some art prints, I think, for Enter the Gungeon. Yes, I can't bother getting them out with one hand, so you'll have to deal with it. Enter the Gungeon, Ammonomicon stuff. Loop Hero, another amazing couple of games. King James Bible, you know, my cool stuff there. Scott Pilgrim, Net Your Aussie, PS1, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. Man, I got remastered. And Doom. There's just kind of random shit in there that haven't really been sorted. I don't know if I will sort it, to be honest. A bunch of video game bags and a couple of Fallout 76 vinyls, which is the only good thing Fallout 76 did, to be quite honest. But anywho, so this is the one thing that I was like kind of on. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. You can kind of get games in and out. It's a little bit cramped, but at the same time, it opens up the rest of the room. And I'd rather have the room opened up than that part of the shelf, but yeah. PS1, PS2, PS2, PS3, PS4. Some Vita, which I'll probably move on to the other shelf with the rest of the portable stuff. Xbox One and Xbox Original and Xbox Series are all here. I don't really differentiate between Xbox One and Xbox Series games because, I mean, Xbox Series is completely backwards compatible with everything on Xbox One, and I don't really care enough to differentiate. Because, like, how do you differentiate? Like, I know this game here, Crash, I think I have this on my Xbox Series list because it's on Xbox Series, right? But, like, some games that came out in the Xbox Series era don't have that on it, so it's... I don't know, it's dumb. Anyway, all my big box PC stuff, which I want to move so down there has more big box stuff, and then I'll put the non-big box PC games on this shelf here, which, once again, it's a tiny bit claustrophobic back here, but at the same time, I mean, you can... if I put it all the way back where my face would usually be, it's, you know, fine. So, yeah. I haven't had a real lot of time to do much in the last few months. Just been between like work and life itself getting pretty busy. I got some like more Toy to Life stuff. And We Sing Party. But I'm actually hoping... I don't know why I'm doing this on camera. That's a box of arcade boards that I have to fix. And I think that's a box of electronics to fix them. And my PSVR is in this bag. I don't think the games are in there anymore, but they might be. Oh god. Hopefully you don't get too car sick. Motion sick, that's all in there. And some random PS1 controllers and a couple of random USB extension cables, but okay, sure. But yeah, I hoping to get back out here. I want to... one of the things that we suggested, or we talked about when we were sort of pulling apart this room, is I could put a little fold-out table in here with some like cupboards underneath it, which I guess really wouldn't make it too not portable, too portable, but I could put it like in that kind of spot there, and I could do my electronics repairs out here and make some videos on that, which would be fun, because I have a crap ton of consoles to mod and repair. I just bought a couple of kits for the GameCube. So that's just more or less a Raspberry Pi Pico and some SD to SPL or whatever the Christ the link port on the bottom is. You know, I want to RGB mod a couple of these things. I want to region mod. I want to do it as clean as possible, like no cut stuff. I want to make a couple of consoleized portables, which you've probably all seen a lot of the GBA consolizer kits on the market at the moment, which are incredibly cool. So there are a couple of consoles like the Sega Game Gear that you can do basically with just resistor logic. And I want to try that out. There are boards to do it cleanly, but I'd like to do it dirty. That did not come out right. But anyway, I also took these lampshades off so the lights actually work, which is another great benefit of moving all these cabinets. So the last like update, you couldn't see anything in here because the light was, you know, there, which is here. Then there'd be a cabinet there, and then a cabinet there, and then a cabinet at the back, and you just couldn't see shit. But I'm getting nostalgic. I'm gonna friggin' waffle on for years, but yeah, I played the shit out of this game. This is my original copy from back in the day. I don't have the box, unfortunately, but good lord, I played that so much. I had a #1 team with the Bulls. I just traded all the crap off until I got #1 on everything. Having Dennis Rodman, every time he went off screen, change his hair color was hilarious. At least to me as like a 12-year-old or whatever I was at the time. But yeah, modding stuff. I would love to try to make a portable Wii with like the cut board and stuff. I think that thing is absolutely awesome. RGB mods for everything, or VGA, or HDMI, or something. Stuff like the Xbox and the PS2, I want to do internal hard drives, so I can just load the entirety of the library on a console, more or less, and I have the entire library on there. Which you might say, well, why in the fuck do you have all this then, if you're just gonna, you know, pirate them? Because that's expensive, and I actually want to play some games. and they load faster. And there's stuff like on the PS2, at least, you can load stuff off a server, which is actually over there. That's my main server with all my stuff on it. So yeah, if you have any ideas for mods that you'd like to see, or any questions about things, or any videos you'd like to see, anything like that, let me know. I think that guy scares me, but I have to take that apart at some point, that monitor, and get that all fixed up. And I'm like 400 short on a full 360 set. I bought another 5 games from a trade store on the weekend because I had a bunch of cash in my wallet and I was sick of looking at it from like various refunds and stuff. So I'm like, cool. That money I didn't technically spend, right? Because I paid it in cash. It didn't come out of my account. But it's just nice to be able to actually like see the floor and it not be up to that. What? Oh my god. Sorry, I just got a message from a real estate agent saying, hey, you're still looking for a house? It's like, it's 7:30 at night and I bought a house a year ago. Please go die. Anyway, consoles, games. See ya.